Good morning students, welcome in this class. This video is for class 8 subject social science. Today we are going to start Civics chapter 6 understanding criminal system. It is the first lecture of this chapter, and in today's lecture topics to be discussed are: first one, role of police in investigation of a case, Article 22 or D.K. Basu guidelines, role of public prosecutor, role of judge, FIR, fair trial, home, and last homework will be assigned to you. So students, let's start today's discussion. Yes, actually in our previous lecture we have studied about two branches of our legal system. These are criminal law and civil laws. In today's chapter we will discuss about the procedure of a criminal law. Okay, means when any crime is happened or occurred, so what is the procedure? Okay, means all about the, you can say, court system, or about the role of judiciary in a criminal law or criminal case. Understood students? Yes beta, whenever you come across a person who is violating a law, so the first thing that might come to your mind will be to inform the police. So you might have observed either in movies or in your real life that police officials arrest the accused and file a complaint. So as the police stands to arrest the accused, it is mostly assumed that the police decides if a person is guilty or not, or innocent. But it is not so in reality. This is not the case. So once a person gets arrested, the court is responsible for deciding if a person is accused or innocent. So the Indian Constitution states that a person who has been accused for any crime should be granted a fair trial. Okay, so students, about all these things, what is fair trial, and who are the people or person those who play important role in a criminal case. So we will discuss about all these things. Okay, so actually according to Article 22 of the Constitution, every person has a fundamental right to be defended by a lawyer. What does it mean? Actually, Article 22 of the Indian Constitution states that if a person has been arrested, so it is his or her fundamental right to get defended by a lawyer. Means he or she has the right to hire a lawyer for his or her defense. Okay. Now second, the important article related to a criminal case is Article 39. What does Article 39 state? The Article 39A of Indian Constitution places a duty upon the state to provide a lawyer to any citizen who is unable to engage one due to poverty or other disability. What does it mean? Okay, as we have discussed that it is the fundamental right of every person to be defended by a lawyer. But if any person is unable to hire a lawyer, okay, he or she can't afford a lawyer for his or her defense, so in that situation, that it is the duty of the state government to provide a lawyer to him or her for his or her defense. It is stated in Article 39A. Understood students? Okay, now so in a criminal case, okay, the police along with public prosecutor, defense lawyer and judge are the people who play a key role in the criminal justice of India and several other democratic countries. Okay, so means these are the four main person those who play important role in the criminal justice. Now we will discuss about all these people one by one. First, about the police. Okay. Yes friends, role of the police in investigating a crime. Okay, so first, to investigate any complaint about the commission of a crime, An investigation includes recording statements of witnesses, collecting different kinds of evidence. Okay, now we will discuss about first these 2 points. The import to investigate any complaint about the commission of a crime. What does it mean? The important function of the police in a case is to investigate any crime, any complaint which is related to the commission of a crime. As we know, okay, when in the starting of that topic I told you that when any crime is occurred, so the first thing what we have to do, we have to launch an FIR in police station. Means we give this report, okay, or information about any case to the police station, which is known as FIR. So when any FIR is launched in the police station, so after that the role of police starts. Okay, the police starts investigation of the case or a crime. Okay, and the investigation involves various processes such as collection of evidences of different kinds and recording the witnesses' statements. Okay, so this is the main function. First, after launching FIR, police starts investigation, and during investigation, that what is the role of police? Police that records the statements which are given by the witnesses, and the main duty is that collect different kinds of evidence or proof related to the case. This is there. If the police think that the evidence points to the guilt of the accused person, then they file a charge sheet in the court. But whether a person is guilty or innocent is decided by the judge and not the police. What does it mean? Okay, students, as I told that when the police starts the investigation, record the statements of the witnesses, collect the evidences. Okay, on the basis of the evidence collected by the police and the statements given by the witnesses, on this basis, if these evidences or if these statements pointed out the guilt of the person or or accused person, then they prepare an official report. Including all these informations, which is known as charge sheet, and that charge sheet is presented in the court. After that, the case is started in the court, okay, related to that crime or a case. So here the role of police is completed. Okay, actually student, the main role of the police, just investigations of the case, recording statements and collect proof or evidence. Okay, and on this basis then police prepare an official report which is known as charge sheet. That charge sheet is presented in the court, and after that the role of police completed. And now whose role is started? After presenting the charge sheet, the role of you can say when the charge sheet is presented in the court, then the role of lawyer, judge and public prosecutor, the role of these persons start now. Okay, before the studying about the role of this person, we will discuss about some, you can say, important fundamental right of this accused person. Okay, if any person is being arrested, so our constitution has given some fundamental right to this arrested person. So what are these fundamental rights? This is given in article 22. Okay students, actually in our chapter 2 we have already stated that every person is equal before the law and subject to the law of the land. So it also includes the police who has been investigating the case. So the police always conducts investigation of a case according to law, okay, and has to give full respect to human rights of the accused. Understood? Yes friends, one more important point you have to keep in your mind, that it is not the job of the police to decide if a person is guilty or not. So it is decided by the court system, judge. Understood? So means the country's Supreme Court, okay, means the Supreme Court of India, so has laid down a few guidelines which the police needs to follow while arresting, interrogating or detaining someone. Okay, and while the investigation is going on, a police officer can't shoot, beat or torture anyone. Yes beta, you have seen in movies that the police can do anything, that beat that person, shoot also, but in reality it is not there. According to the constitution it is not there. Okay, the police can't shoot, beat or torture anyone at the time of arresting, at the time of interrogating, means when police ask something or ask questions, this is there. Okay, and so Indian Constitution's Article 22 guarantees fundamental rights to every person who has been arrested, and in which first is there the right to be informed at the time of arrest of his offense for which the person is being arrested. The person who is being arrested, he or she has the right to ask, okay, from the police about his offense, कि for what crime or offense he is being arrested. Okay, कि किस क्राइम के लिए उसको अरेस्ट किया जा रहा है. At that time that person can ask about his offense. This is there. Second, the right not to be ill-treated or tortured during arrest or in custody. Yes beta, until that you can say it is not decided by the court, until his that crime is not proved, he is or she can't called criminal, he is just called accused person. Okay, so at that time that the he has the right not to be ill-treated by the police or torture or during arrest or in the custody. Confession made in the police custody can't be used as evidence against the accused. What does it mean? Sometimes due to the fear or afraid of the police, the people accept that or police force the people to accept that crime whether he is innocent. But at that time, is in the police custody, when the people is in the police custody and suppose he or she has accepted his that fault, but that confessions made in that police custody can't be used as evidence against the accused. Means he can or he can change his statement in court. Okay, this is there. A boy under 15 years of age and women can't be called to the police station only for questioning. This is there. And one more point related to that, his you can say rights that I told you. An arrested person has to be presented in the front of the magistrate by the police within 24 hours of the arrest. Means the person, a police can't be keep any person in custody more than 24 hours, and in this within 24 hours the person has to be presented in front of the magistrate by the police. Understood beta? So apart from that, the Indian Supreme Court has laid down some certain procedures as well as some specific requirements that the police and the other agencies have to follow while arresting a person, and these are known as D.K. Basu guidelines. Understood? So what are these D.K. Basu guidelines? Okay, these are also means you can say some guidelines and some requirement one the police has to follow while being arrested a person. So in which first is there the police official who are you can say who carry out the arrest or interrogation should wear clear, accurate and visible identification and name tags with their designation. Understood? So simple is there. As we know that police can't arrest any person in casual. When his police is that going to arrest any person, the police must be in proper uniform. Okay, proper identifications in which that their name, full name and their post is also must also mention on it. This is there. Second, that is there, a memo of arrest should be prepared at the time of arrest. It should include the time, date of arrest. What is memo? Actually that is a brief descriptions about that you can say case or crime. Okay, so that form, that paper in which brief description is mentioned about the case, it must be in which at the time of arrest or should the place, date or you can say time must be mentioned in it. Okay, and that memo should be that you can say signed by one witness of this accused family member and cross-signed by or countersigned by the person arrested. This is there, and the person arrested, detained or being interrogated has a right to inform a relative, friend or a well-wisher. Okay, when a person is being arrested, at that time the person has the right to give the information of about his arrest to his family member, to relative or any friend. Okay, means if person wants that, he or she can give information about the arrest to his well-wishers. This is there. When a friend or relative lives outside the district, the time, place of arrest, the venue of the custody must be notified by the police within 8 to 12 hours after arrest. Means if a relative or the friend, you can say, outside resides or lives outside the district, so at that time the police has to notify. This is the duty of the police to note down the district, the place of arrest and the custody, you can say venue, all these things to them within 8 to 12 hours after the accused has been arrested. This is there. Now our next topic is there, that is FIR. What is FIR? Yes friends, already we have discussed about it, that is first information report. Okay, so what is FIR? Police can begin investigation into a crime only with the registration of FIR. Already we have discussed this point. The law states that it is compulsory for an officer in charge of a police station to register an FIR when person gives information about that conceivable offence. What does it mean? Okay, after the police register an FIR for a particular crime, then they can begin the investigation regarding the crime. Okay, according to the law, a police station's officer in charge has to register the FIR if a person has to report, okay, an offence. If any persons come and give any information, so at that time the police can't deny. It is the duty to you can say note down this information or FIR. This is there. Okay, and that the FIR contains, okay, details such as time, date, place where the offence has taken place, details of basic facts regarding this offence, that also includes a descriptions of the event, and it also, you can say, contains the name and addresses of the person who has filed the complaint. Okay, understood about it? And this I told you, the date, time must be there, and the address and name also. And the FIR is registered in a prescribed form and is signed by the person who has filed the complaint, and it is the legal right of the that complainant to get a free copy or photocopy of FIR to be given by the police. Okay, means given the people who is who has come to police station to launch this FIR, so the one copy of this you can say FIR must be given to that person. Okay, yes friends, now our next topic is role of public prosecutor. So first we have studied about the role of police, okay, and now the case is in the court, and now the role of lawyer starts. So in which that actually in a case that there are two type of lawyer: defense lawyer, public prosecutor. Defense lawyer means the lawyer of the accused person, you can say, because he held the case for his or her defense, क्योंकि वो केस उसको बचाने के लिए लड़ता है, तो that is defense lawyer. Okay, and the other party lawyer is known as public prosecutor. What is actually beta public prosecutor? We have studied about two types of cases: civil cases, criminal cases. Civil cases always related to an individual, but the criminal cases means a criminal offense is always regarded as a public wrong. Okay, it means that particular offense is considered to be committed against the whole society apart from the affected person. Understood? So you might still remember that about the Sudha Goyal case. We have studied about it in our previous chapter. Means the state has presented this case against the accused Lakshman and his family. So therefore that case has been called State Delhi Administration versus Lakshman Kumar and other. So this type of cases now always that these cases are considered as the state versus the accused person. Understood? So means And this public prosecutor, that you can say the interest of states are represented by a public prosecutor in a case. Once a team of police, you can say, has conducted its investigation in a case and filed the charge sheet in the court, then begins the role of public prosecutor. Understood? Okay. And so the public prosecutor actually the prosecutor doesn't play any role in the investigation. His or her job is to conduct prosecution on the state's behalf. He acts as an officer in the court whose duty is to act in an impartial manner and present all facts and materials related to the case, facts, witnesses, so that court is able to take a decision in that case. Understood about the public prosecutor? Okay, miss. And if that person, I told you one is the accused person, for that the lawyer is known as defense lawyer, and the other party, okay, those the second party, that the his lawyer is known as public prosecutor. That party has no need to hire a lawyer. The lawyer is presented by the state, but that person is not, you can say, agree, okay, with this public prosecutor, then he or can she hire his or her lawyer, but that lawyer can just give you can say suggestions, but the case is presented by the public prosecutor in the court. Understood about it? Yes. Now, role of judge. Yes, friends, role of judge. So we have discussed that it is the responsibility of the judge, okay, to give decision and to decide whether the person is guilty or innocent. So means the, you can say, main or important responsibility of the judge to conduct the trial is an impartial manner, as in an open court. Okay, and he is like the umpire of the game. What does it mean? Means as the umpire gives decision in a game and his decision is final decision. So in the same role played by the judge in a case, given that the decision given by the judge, this is the final decision. Okay, so means that is very great responsibility. So the judge, okay, to conduct this trial in an impartial manner, okay, and in open court. Yes, friends, actually open court, what does the open court means? Open court means that all the, you can say, members, the members or relatives of the, you can say, accused person must allow to or for hearing the case, that is known as in front of their members and relatives and his or herself. This is there. Okay, that is the meaning of open court. He hears all the witnesses, all evidence presented by the prosecution and the defense. On the basis of the evidence presented and in accordance with the law, the judge decide whether the accused person is guilty or innocent. Okay, and if the accused is convicted, then the judge pronounces the sentences and sends to some jail or imposes a fine, or both, depending on what the law prescribes. Understood? The judge hears all the statements given by the witnesses, give a look on the evidences presented by both defense lawyer and the public prosecutor. Okay, and on this basis of evidences, then and according to the law, then judge decides whether the person is innocent and guilty. If that proves, if that evidence or if that statements pointed out the guilt of that accused person, okay, then the judge pronounces the sentence, punishment, and sends them to jail or impose fine, or it depends on the case. Okay, and in some cases both fine as well as you can say that punishment also. This is there. So this is the role of judge. So this is very important, means it is the duty of the judge to pronounce the sentence depending on the nature of the offense. This is there, and it is, that is the you can say, judge who decide whether the person is guilty or not. Now our next topic is there, that is fair trial. What is fair trial? Yes, friends, we have studied that according to the Article 21 of Indian Constitution, under right to life, an individual's liberty or life can be taken away according to a legal or reasonable procedure. Okay, ki no one can take the freedom of or you can say individual's liberty, but according to article 21 ki the liberty of the person is can be taken only according to a legal and reasonable procedure. So the article ensures that a fair trial is upheld. Now we will discuss about the features of fair trial. According this I told you, okay, a fair trial ensures that article 20 so what are the features? First one is there, every citizen irrespective of his class, caste, gender, religious, ideological background should get a fair trial when accused. Okay, that means a judge cannot jump to the conclusion, instead he have to remain impartial and then decide on the basis of evidences. Okay, means that there should be no discrimination, that accused person also has the right, okay, that give the or present the evidence for his or her defense. Okay, there should be no discrimination on the basis of caste or this is there. So means a fair trial means the case must be handled according to the law without any partiality, without the favor of any party. This is there. So the judge must be impartial, and the rule of law says that everyone is equal before the law would not make such sense if every citizen were not guaranteed a fair trial by the constitution. Understood? Means the you can say the accused has to provided for that what are the features? The accused has to be provided with a copy of you can say charge sheet and several evidences that are pointing against her. And the trial has to be held in open court. Already I told you the meaning of open court, and in full public views, which means the relatives. What does the meaning of open court? The relatives should be allowed to attend the hearing of the court. The court trial has to take place in accused presence. This is also the part of fair trial. He or she should get a lawyer who should get an opportunity to examine all the witnesses of the prosecution, and the lawyer should be allowed to present witnesses in the defense of the accused. So this is the meaning of fair trial. First point, first feature of the fair trial, that a copy of charge sheet must be given to that accused person also. The trial has to be held in open court, which means relatives should be allowed to attend the hearing of the court. The court trial has to take place in accused presence, and he has the right to get a lawyer. Okay, and the lawyer also must have the right to get an opportunity to examine all the witnesses of the prosecution, and the lawyer should be allowed to present witness in the defense of the accused. Understood? So beta, the constitution and the law both state that all persons involved in the criminal justice system need to carry out their roles properly, and it is their duty to ensure that every citizen, irrespective of their caste, religion, caste, gender, ideological background, should get a fair trial if they are an accused in any case. And according to the rule of law, every citizen is equal before the law. So understood, friends? In this way our chapter is completed. Now some question answer will be given to you. First is, write a short note on FIR. Mention or what are DK Basu guidelines. Question 3, describe the role of public prosecutor. Question 4, what is the role of police in investigating a case? This is very simple, or you can say very small chapter in which only that 4 main topics were there. About that we have discussed. Okay, friends. So now this is for today. Okay, now thank you and have a nice day.